Hello all, welcome to another sketchbook tour. This time I'm gonna be showing you this, which is the last one I filled. For those who don't know me, I'm Nathalia. I'm a Colombian illustrator based in Barcelona, and I'm sharing my art here on Instagram and on Patreon. So let's start by saying which sketchbook is this. This is from the brand Canson. This is a manga graduate sketchbook. That's like the reference. It is white paper, 200 GSM, smooth surface, which I love. I love a smooth surface. And here I started the sketchbook just with some testing of some swatches that I show you in a previous video here on YouTube from materials that Fila Iberia sent me. Some color pencils, also some crayons, Lira, aqua color. Here I was just like trying to compare with the new colors and making some random saturated sketches. Here I was with a friend having a matcha, and I also tried to test this color pencil which I like, Rembrandt, and yeah, other random sketch, not thinking about the color palette or anything. More swatches. These are the watercolors I received. And this I was just like I'm starting to paste some things. For example, this is from from my friend's daughter. She gave me this. It says Nathalia here. Some flowers. This is my friend, and this is other part of the drawing her daughter made. So I just pasted here to have the memory. Here I was with the park. I was in a park with some friends, and we took this photo later. I think this was other day, and this is quite challenging because I'm not drawing people live. Normally I draw from references, so it was kind of a challenge to get them, while they were moving and everything, but it turned out okay, I guess. Here I was in a visit to Sagrada Familia. I went on a Sunday to the meeting, which is free, so you need to get up early and go. This was the first time after 5 years living in Barcelona, and I wanted to paint, but I don't know, I just felt like it was too much. I don't know, I just didn't finish it. Maybe I just like to draw more ordinary stuff. So I went outside and I finished this sketch. This was with some prep paper. If you see here, some acrylic paints as this is acrylic as well, and just pasting the note from when they sent me the materials. This is a random the box of cookies a friend gave me from South Africa. Love those cookies. I think I'm not gonna be able to eat them anymore. I cannot find them here. From my trip to Palma. This was November drawing session, and it was just drawing some landscapes for very small amounts of time, 2 minutes with map crunch, random views. That was the idea. So we didn't know what was the next thing to draw. That was fun. Some pre-painted paper which I didn't use, that I might use later. Let's see. And yeah, there's a lot to talk about in this sketchbook. This, for example, this was in a live drawing session we did live on Instagram with 2 other illustrators, which is, you can see it on my Instagram, just talking about dibujamos para construir, just drawing to construct, to grow, something like that. Just talking about the floods that happened in Valencia some months ago, and yeah, just like encouraging people to donate or to help in some way. That was the idea of the live. Here I was in a viewpoint in Barcelona. The zone it's called Montjuic, and I was using just this black pen trying to get some lines down. This is another from the trees. I was trying to record something but I didn't finish it, so this was also for another project or initiative called Mil Postales per Valencia, Mil Postales para Valencia. Just the idea was to make some like, yeah, postcards for people there, you know, so they can feel a bit more like accompanied and loved in these tough moments. So this was for December, and I was doing some sketches, and at the end I end up doing this, and I just posted, I edited here, you know, like the title. This sketchbook is a lot about being more open to sketch my surroundings and the people around me and exposing them in my sketchbook, which before I didn't do that. My sketchbook was more about drawing on location, like places, interiors, or just reference images, but not the people around me. And I think this is the big difference about this sketchbook, and I really enjoyed here. We were playing some chess with friends, and I was able to have to end up with this, which I loved. The light in the place was very was, yeah, like low, was a bit obscure, so I was not seeing the colors properly at that moment. So when I went outside, I was able to see like the final real results, you know, so that was interesting. Some random quick sketches from Christmas and holiday. This was, I think, this was the December drawing session. This was using some watercolor and this soft carbon I have from Artgraph, which I love. It's really nice. And here, just this tree, you know, with snow. This was also, yeah, December drawing session. And this is a challenge, you know, to get to draw something with snow and that it makes sense, and that you actually, that the people that sees this, like it's actually like interpreting correctly that it's a tree with snow, you know. Interesting. So yeah, there's a lot of photos and having some coffee with a friend. So yeah, it's like, I don't know, I can see here a very, very huge development of my art through the years. And I just wanted to remind you that growing in art, it's about consistency, and you can feel stuck, uninspired, you know, like you're not improving fast enough, but that's normal. It's like, I'm gonna show you, for example, this is one of my first from 2017, and this was my first time trying to use in wash, and it was a complete mess. I didn't like it at all. Of course, it was cheap wash, so I think that has to do a bit, because this is a good sketchbook. This is from Hanemule. But yeah, it's like you can see a big difference on how it lacks like personality, you know. At least that's what I think. So progress isn't about sudden, you know, like breakthroughs or just waiting for motivation. It's about starting even when it feels pointless. Some days you can create something amazing, or sometimes it could feel like everything is off, you know. So I think that even like that, every sketch, every failed painting, it starts to add, you know. So it's just to be consistent, and even if it's just for 5 minutes a day. This is one of the my first drawing of the year. I was in a cafe waiting for my flight and I painted this. Some sketches from Palma de Mallorca. Here it's in a town called Deia. It was cold, it was really cold. This guy with his two pets, so cute. I was using just my fountain pen here. I recorded on location process and how to to capture the view you have when sketching on location. This was here in Barcelona, that there's this big gamba shrimp, I guess, a sculpture made by Javier Mariscal, which is an illustrator, a Spanish illustrator that I love. Maybe you know about him, he's very famous. This is from January drawing session, some botanical theme with one of my illustrator friends, Viola. It was really nice. I really enjoyed this process. Just the idea was this is with some reference images. I love these colors, so colorful, and the idea here was to fill the background of the flower with the feelings with your feelings. So that's why there's a bit of black, like just bit of black, which I never use, and then some light trying to go through. These are some churros. Sorry, I didn't pronounce that well. Churros that are just in front of my house, and I was looking at the girl just cooking them. It was nice. What else? That's it. Oh my god, this was fast. My goals, which I'm not gonna show, not now, for this year, and that's it. So just remember that art is not about skill, it's about consistency and patience. So I hope this was interesting to watch. I hope you got some ideas for your sketchbook. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm Nathalia, known as Guapo Elena on social media. You can buy my art on my website, and also you can watch more in-depth process videos in my Patreon, and also drawing sessions, monthly drawing sessions. So see you in the next video.